Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Career Prep. Today we'll learn about percentages. Knowing about percentages is important because we use this in our daily lives. We use percentages when we look at our battery life on our phones, discounts in shops, bank interest rates, rates of inflation, and many statistics in the media. Being able to understand what percentages mean is a key skill that will potentially save you time and money. The applications of percentages are seen in many chapters like profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, etc. Since questions based on these topics are most frequently asked in competitive exams, it makes sense to understand the concept well. These questions are the ones where marks can be scored easily if practiced well. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon to get notifications as soon as we post a new video. So let's start. So what is the meaning of percentage? The word percent means per hundred. Percent is usually denoted by this symbol. A fraction whose denominator is 100 is called a percentage, and the numerator of such a fraction is called the rate percent. Thus, 30% can be written as 30 by 100. This means 30 parts out of 100 parts. The numerator, that is 30, is the rate percent. Let's learn how to express a percent as a fraction and also as a decimal. To express a percent as a fraction, divide by 100 and in the same step, remove the sign of percentage. So 40% can be expressed as a fraction 40 divided by 100. 40 divided by 100 is nothing but 2 by 5. So 40% is expressed as the fraction 2 by 5. To express a percent as a decimal, divide by 100 and in the same step remove the sign of percentage. So 40% is written as 40 divided by 100, which is nothing but 2 by 5. So now when you divide 2 by 5, you will get 0.4. So 40% is expressed as the decimal 0.4. The easy way to divide by 100 is to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So 40% becomes 0.4. Here the decimal point is shifted 2 places to the left. 98.5% is expressed as the decimal 0.985. Here the decimal point is moved 2 places to the left, 1 and 2 places to the left. So 98.5% can be written as 0.985. 100% can be written as 100 divided by 100, which is 1. So if 100% is 1, then 200% is 2. Similarly, 300% is 3 and so on. Here is a table that gives you fractional equivalent of a few common percentages. Memorize this table. Knowing the fractional equivalent of some common percentages will help you to solve percentage problems faster. So memorize this table perfectly. This table gives the percentage equivalent of a few fractions. Memorize this table to solve percentage problems faster. Let's learn how to convert a number into a percent, a fraction into a percent, and a decimal into a percent. To convert a number into a percent, multiply by 100 and in the same step attach the percentage sign. So the number 40 can be converted into a percent by multiplying with 100. So 40 multiplied by 100 is 400%. To convert a fraction into a percent, multiply by 100 and in the same step attach the percent sign. So to convert the fraction 2 by 5 into a percent, multiply 2 by 5 with 100. So 2 by 5 multiplied by 100 is 40%. To express a decimal as a percent, multiply by 100 and in the same step attach the percentage sign. So 0.4 can be expressed as a percent by multiplying with 100. 0.4 multiplied by 100 is 40%. An easy way to multiply by 100 is to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So 0.4 multiplied by 100 is 40%. Here the decimal point is moved 2 places to the right. So 0.4 becomes 40. 0.985 multiplied by 100 is 98.5%. Again here the decimal point is moved 2 places to the right. So 0.985 becomes 98.5. Let's learn a few percentage formulae. The knowledge of percentage formulae is essential to solve percentage problems. So learn this topic well. Formula 1 is used to express a quantity as a percent with respect to another quantity. So to find A is what percent of B, use the formula A by B multiplied by 100. For example, 5 is what percent of 20. To find this out, you have to divide 5 by 20 and multiply by 100. You will get 25%. So 5 is 25% of 20. Always remember that here the number that comes after the word of has to be in the denominator. So here in this question, the number that comes after of is 20. So 20 comes in the denominator. Formula 2 is used to calculate the percentage of a number. So to find out A% of B, use the formula A divided by 100 multiplied by B. For example, what is 20% of 80? To find this out, divide 20 by 100 and multiply with 80. Now here all the zeros get cancelled and 8 into 2 is 16. So 20% of 80 is 16. A percentage problem has three possible unknowns or variables. They are percentage, part, and whole. In order to solve any percentage problem, you must be able to identify these variables. Take for example, 60% of 30 is 18. Here, 60 is the percentage, 30 is the whole, and 18 is the part. Formula 3 is used to find the total quantity. The formula is quantity is equal to value of percentage multiplied by 100 divided by rate percent. Let's use this formula in an example. If 25% of children in a school is 250, then find the total number of children in the school. Now total number of children in the school is the quantity which we have to find out. Here 250 is the value of the percentage and 25 is the rate percent. So total number of children is equal to 250 multiplied by 100 divided by 25, which is 1000. So the total number of children in the school is 1000. Formula 4 helps us to calculate percentage change. The formula is percentage change is equal to new value minus original value divided by original value multiplied by 100. If the answer is positive, then there is a percentage increase. If the answer is negative, then there is a percentage decrease. Let's understand this with examples. The population of a city changed from 40,000 to 80,000. Find the percentage change. Here the original value is 40,000. New value is 80,000. Now we know that percentage change is equal to new value minus original value divided by original value multiplied by 100. So new value minus original value is 80,000 minus 40,000, which is 40,000. So percentage change is equal to 40,000 multiplied by 100 divided by 80,000, which is 50%. Here, since the answer is positive, it means that there is an increase in population. Let's look at another example. The population of a city changed from 80,000 to 40,000. Find the percentage change. Here, the original value is 80,000. The new value is 40,000. So, new value minus original value is 40,000 minus 80,000, which is minus 40,000. So percentage change is equal to minus 40,000 multiplied by 100 divided by 80,000, which is minus 50%. Here, since the answer is negative, it means that there is a decrease in population. Formula 5. This formula is very important as it is extensively used in solving many of the percentage problems. If A is increased by k%, then the new number can be found out either by using this formula or by using this formula. That is, the new number is A plus k% of A, or the new number is 100 plus k divided by 100 multiplied by A. Let's understand this with an example. If 40 is increased by 20%, what is the new number? So let's find the new number using this formula. New number is equal to A plus k% of A. Here A is 40 and k% is 20%. So 40 plus 20% of 40 is 40 plus 8, which is 48. 20% of 40 is 8. So 40 plus 8 is 48. So the new number here is 48. Here 20% of 40 is the increased value. So when you add the increased value with the original number, you'll get the new number. So 40 plus increased value 8 is the new number 48. Now let's use the formula 100 plus k divided by 100 multiplied by A. So new number is equal to 100 plus k divided by 100 multiplied by A. Here A is 40 and k is 20. So 100 plus 20 divided by 100 multiplied by 40. This is nothing but 120 divided by 100 multiplied by 40. Here all the zeros get cancelled. 12 multiplied by 4 is 48. 48 is the new number here. It's easier to use this formula while solving percentage problems to find the increased value and to find the new number. For example, here the number is increased by 20%. So the increased value is 120 by 100. Supposing supposing a number is increased by 10%, then the increased value will be 110 by 100. Supposing the number is increased by 40%, then the increased value is 140 divided by 100. Supposing the number is increased by 80%, then the increased value is 180 by 100. Now multiply the increased value with the uh, original number to get the new number. So here the number is increased by 20%. So the increased value is 120 by 100. 120 by 100 multiplied by 40 is the new number 48. Formula 6. Formula 6 is also very useful while solving many percentage problems. Formula 6 helps us to find the decreased value and therefore the new number. If A is decreased by k%, then the new number can be found out either by using this formula or this formula. So if A is decreased by k%, then the new number is A minus k% of A, or the new number is equal to 100 minus k divided by 100 multiplied by A. Let's understand this with an example. If 40 is decreased by 20%, what is the new number? So new number is equal to A minus k% of A. Here A is 40 and k is 20. So 40 minus 20% of 40. 20% of 40 is nothing but 8. So 40 minus 8 is the new number 32. Here k% of A gives us the decreased value. When you subtract the decreased value from the original number, you will get the new number. So 20% of 40, which is 8, is the decreased value. When you subtract 8 from 40, you will get the new number 32. Now let's find the new number using the formula. New number is equal to 100 minus k divided by 100 multiplied by A. Here A is 40 and k is 20. So the new number is equal to 100 minus 20 divided by 100 multiplied by 40, which is nothing but 80 divided by 100 multiplied by 40. Here the zeros get cancelled and 8 multiplied by 4 is 32. 32 is the new number. Now this formula is easier to use while solving percentage problems. When a number is decreased by 20%, then to find the decreased value, you just have to subtract 100 minus 20 divided by 100. So you will get 80 by 100. The decreased value is 80 by 100. Supposing a number is decreased by 10%, then the decreased value is 100 minus 10 divided by 100. 100 minus 10 is 90. So the decreased value is 90 by 100. Supposing a number is decreased by 40%, then the decreased value is 100 minus 40 divided by 100, which is 60 by 100. Similarly, if a number is decreased by 80%, then the decreased value is 100 minus 80 divided by 100, which is 20 by 100. When the decreased value is multiplied with the original number, you will get the new number. Here 40 is decreased by 20%. So to get the decreased value, you have to subtract 20 from 100. So 100 minus 20 is 80. So the decreased value is 80 by 100. And when you multiply that with the original number 40, you will get 32 as the new number. Formula 7. Formula 7 helps us to calculate the final percentage when a number is increased or decreased successively. If a number is increased by A% and B% successively, then the final percentage is given by A plus B plus AB divided by 100%. Now for decrease, substitute plus with minus in the formula. That is, if a number is decreased by A% and B% successively, then the final percentage is given by A minus B minus AB divided by 100%. Now let's use this formula in a percentage problem. If the price of a book is first decreased by 25% and then increased by 20%, then find the net change in the price. So the formula is net change is equal to A plus B plus AB divided by 100%. Here A is 25 and B is 20. Since the price of the book is first decreased by 25%, A becomes minus 25. So, and then the price is increased by 20%. So, B becomes plus 20. So, substitute these values in the formula. You will get the net change is equal to minus 25 plus 20 minus 25 multiplied by 20 divided by 100%. Now you can cancel out 20 and 100. You will get 5 here in the denominator. You can cancel 5 and 25 and you will get 5 in the numerator. So net change is equal to minus 25 plus 20 minus 5%, which is nothing but minus 10%. So the net change is a negative value. This means that there is a decrease of 10% in the price. Formula 8. A is how much percent greater than B? This can be found out using the formula A minus B divided by B multiplied by 100. Here, when you look at this question, you will understand that A is greater than B. So, in the numerator, it is A minus B. A is how much percent less than B? This can be found out using the formula B minus A divided by B multiplied by 100. When you look at this question, you will understand that B is greater than A. So the numerator will be B minus A. Now, in this fraction, always put the number that comes after the word than in the denominator. So B comes after the word than. So B has to be in the denominator here. And the numerator is nothing but the difference between the two numbers. Let's understand this with an example. P's income is 50% more than Q's. By how much percent is Q's income less than P's? Now, let Q's income be 100. Then it's given that P's income is 50% more than Q's. So P's income is 100 plus 50, which is 150. Now, when you look at the question, you'll see that after the word than, it is P's income. So 150, P's income is 150. So 150 will come in the denominator. Numerator is nothing but the difference between the two P's and Q's income. So numerator is 150 minus 100 and denominator is 150. So 150 minus 100 divided by 150 multiplied by 100 is nothing but 33.33%. So Q's income is less than P's by 33.33%. Formula 9. A percent of B is nothing but B percent of A, which is AB upon 100. This is a very useful formula to solve tough questions like what is 38% of 50. Now, to calculate 38% of 50 is a little bit difficult, but we know that 38% of 50 is nothing but 50% of 38. 50% of 38 is easier to calculate. 50% of 38 is nothing but 19. So this formula is very useful. Remember this formula. A percent of B is equal to B percent of A. Formula 10. If several percentages are acting on the same number, then we can add all the percentages. For example, A percent of K plus B percent of K plus C percent of K and so on is equal to A plus B plus C and so on percent of K. Let's understand this with an example. Ajay spends 45% of his monthly income on household items, 25% of his monthly income on buying clothes, 7.5% of his monthly income on medicines, and saves the remaining amount, which is rupees 9,000. Find his monthly income. So now we have to find Ajay's monthly income. So let the monthly income of Ajay be rupees X. Now he spends 45% of X on household items, 25% of X on clothes, and 7.5% of X on medicines. So Ajay's expenditure is 45 plus 25 plus 7.5% of X, which is nothing but 45 plus 25 plus 7.5 divided by 100 multiplied by X. When you solve this, you'll get 77.5 divided by 100 multiplied by X, which is nothing but 0.775x. So Ajay's expenditure is 0.775x. Now we know that savings is income minus expenditure. So Ajay's income is X. His expenditure is 0.775x. So Ajay saves X minus 0.775x, which is 0.225x. So 0.225x is Ajay's savings. But it's given in the question that Ajay's savings is rupees 9,000. So 0.225x is equal to 9,000. This means x is equal to 9,000 divided by 0.225, which is nothing but 40,000. So x is equal to 40,000. This means that Ajay's monthly income is rupees 40,000. Formula 11. If the price of the commodity increases by X%, then the reduction in the consumption so that there is no increase in the expenditure can be calculated using the formula X divided by 100 plus X multiplied by 100%. So if the price of a commodity increases, then there has to be a reduction in the consumption of the commodity so that the expenditure remains constant. Now the percentage decrease in consumption is calculated using this formula. If the price of the commodity decreases by X%, then the increase in the consumption so that there is no decrease in the expenditure, it can be calculated by using the formula X divided by 100 minus X multiplied by 100%. So if the price of the commodity decreases, then there has to be an increase in the consumption so that the expenditure remains constant. And the percentage increase in consumption is calculated using this formula. Let's understand this with some examples. If the price of sugar is raised by 25%, find by how much percent a householder must reduce his consumption of sugar so as not to increase his expenditure. So here the price of sugar is raised by 25%. So the householder must reduce his consumption of sugar so that his expenditure remains constant. That is, his expenditure does not increase. Now, to find out how much percent a householder must reduce his consumption, we have to find the percentage decrease. So, percentage decrease is equal to 25 divided by 100 plus 25 multiplied by 100%, which is 20%. So, the householder must reduce his consumption of sugar by 20% so that he does not increase his expenditure. Now let's look at another example. If the duty on an article is reduced by 40% of its present rate, then by how much percent must its consumption increase in order that the revenue remains unaltered? Here, the duty on an article is reduced by 40%. So, its consumption must increase so that the revenue remains the same. So here you have to find the percentage increase in consumption. So percentage increase is equal to 40 divided by 100 minus 40 multiplied by 100%, which is 66 2 by 3%. So the consumption must increase by 66 2 by 3% so that the revenue remains unaltered. That is, the revenue remains the same. Formula 12. Formula 12 is used to calculate percentage error. What is percentage error? Percentage error is the difference between the exact or actual value of something and its approximate or observed value. The percentage error value is very much important under experimental calculations. It indicates how big our errors are when we measure something in an analysis process. Smaller percentage errors indicate that we are close to the accepted or original value. It's also used for purposes like checking manufacturing or calibration errors in measuring instruments. Now, percentage error formula is percentage error is equal to observed value minus actual value divided by actual value multiplied by 100. Subtract one value from the other. Here the order does not matter. So in the numerator, you just have to subtract one value from the other value. The order does not matter. Let's use the percentage error formula to solve a problem so that you can understand the percentage error concept clearly. A scale measures wrongly a value as 14 centimeters due to some marginal errors. Calculate the percentage error if the actual measurement of the value is 10 centimeters. Here, the observed value is 14 centimeters and the actual value is 10 centimeters. So, percentage error is equal to 14 minus 10 divided by 10 multiplied by 100. In the numerator, it is the difference between the observed and the actual values. In the denominator is the actual value. So, percentage error is equal to 14 minus 10 divided by 10 multiplied by 100, which is 40%. So, the percentage error is 40%. Let's learn about a few applications of percentages. Percentages have applications in various topics in mathematics as well as in our daily lives. Percentages are used to express fractions in a simple way and in comparison of fractions. Percentage in the form of discounts is used to advertise products. Discount is generally used in consumer deals where people buying the products are offered discounts on those products. The discount rate is denoted in the form of a percentage. Percentage is also used to express interest charged for loans or investments. The change in percentages like increase and decrease is used to describe profit or loss suffered by companies. Profits and losses are usually depicted in the form of profit percent or loss percent to know how much profit or loss a business or individual is getting. Commissions offered to the salespersons are expressed in percentages. Commissions are nothing but a percentage of the total sales. Viewers, please go through this video till you have understood the concept. Learn all the formula perfectly. They'll help you while solving the percentage problems. Watch our videos on solved problems on percentage for better understanding. If you have liked this video, please like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you.